Is your car shifting weird or starting off in second gear like it is struggling to get moving? If you have plugged in your scanner and found a code P0987, it means there is an issue with your transmission fluid pressure sensor or switchy circuit. This is a generic powertrain code that applies to all kinds of vehicles here in the United States, from Dodge and Chrysler to Chevy and Toyota, but it is actually most common on Nissan models. This sensor is usually found deep inside the transmission attached to the valve body, though sometimes it is screwed into the case itself. Its job is to take the mechanical pressure from the transmission fluid and turn it into an electrical signal that the powertrain control module or the transmission control module can understand. The computer uses this voltage signal to figure out the exact operating pressure and to know exactly when a shift is happening. If the input from circuit E does not match the normal values stored in the computer's memory, the code is set. This can happen because of an electrical failure or a mechanical problem inside the transmission, like an internal leak or a stuck valve. You might notice your check engine light is on, or your shift quality feels different, and the car might even go into a limp mode where it stays in second or third gear to protect itself. To start fixing this, you should check for any technical service bulletins for your specific vehicle, because this might be a known problem with a simple factory fix. Next, you should find the sensor and look at the wiring for any signs of rubbing or burnt spots. Since external connections are exposed to the road, they often get corroded with a green tint on the metal terminals. You can clean these with electrical contact cleaner and a brush. If the code comes back, you will need to use a digital volt ohm meter to check for 12 volts or 5 volts at the connector with the key on and the engine off. If the voltage is wrong, you might have a bad wire or a failing control module. If the wiring is good, you should check the resistance of the sensor itself according to the manufacturer's specs. If the sensor fails the resistance test, it is time to replace it. Because this job often requires opening the transmission pan and working around the valve body, it can be quite messy. If you are not comfortable handling transmission fluid or testing sensitive electrical circuits, you should definitely take your vehicle to a professional technician who can also check for internal mechanical issues like missing check balls or low line pressure. Getting this fixed early will keep your transmission running smooth for many more miles across the country.